going on, everyone? Daniel here, and it's time to review Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 11, titled Pablo and Jessica. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Also, if you're new to the channel, I just want to say, over the next 3 months, I'm reviewing over 43 TV shows. This week alone, the new premiere of American Horror Story Season 6 and Z Nation Season 3. So starting off this week's Fear the Walking Dead, we see Strand and Madison surrounded by a bunch of walkers at the bar. Of course, that's where they were chugging down a bunch of tequila. I mean, they won't be able to walk straight in a line. They won't be able to comprehend what's going on. They'll be slurring their words, but somehow they make it out. They're fighting the walkers off. Madison ends up getting this walker, goes in the back, and there's a little escape, little box or little door that she goes in, and that's where she ends up cutting the walker open. She puts the blood all over her, what she learned from her son Nick. Strand does the same thing. They mask themselves and they walk among the dead just like Nick does. They're reunited with Alicia and they're going to go talk to the other survivors. Now Ofelia left. That's all we get. Ofelia left. And there's no mention of, oh, we'll go look for her, we'll go do this, we'll go do that. It's simply she thinks we wouldn't have made it, so she left. Well, are you gonna go catch her? Are you gonna go help her? I mean, are you gonna go look for her? There's no mention of anything of that matter. Nick is making pills, which is really, it's like a Breaking Bad moment in a way. Without making meth, it's a really cool way. He's like, do you have a hammer? He knows how to do all these things. So he has some skill. He has a lot of cool skill. He plays football with some kids and also that girl that he ends up getting with later in the episode. I don't remember her name, man. They did a mission a few episodes ago as well. But she's there and she's messing with the kids and all that. She ends up finding out that her brother Pablo is dead. That he was killed, and it's kind of weird when the guy was like, Pablo's dead. I'm like, oh shit, Pablo Escobar. But it's because Narcos recently just passed, man. So I'm still like, every time I hear Pablo, I'm like, Pablo Escobar, of course. Madison and the survivors will help each other. They end up kind of doing this deal, this negotiation that we need to work. We need to help each other out, man. Alicia and Madison are on the beach, and this is where they come up with this idea. They see the water. The cinematography is beautiful, man. I mean, the area itself is super beautiful, and it's great to see water, because in The Walking Dead, we never get to see water like up close, man. I mean, maybe a lake at most, but the water, the ocean, the smell of the seafood, actually, the smell of fish pee and seaweed, that's... well, the smell of death, I guess, now. But they're there, and they're on the beach, and they think, well, let's lead all the walkers in the hotel, and let's lead them to the pier. And then we'll close off the area, and they'll be stuck at the pier, or else they'll fall in the water. And, I don't know, I mean, the water could just bring the zombies back to shore. I don't know why they never thought about that, because the tide's pretty strong. They could always one day just swim ashore, but... hey, whatever, man. Nick ends up talking to the girl that he went on a mission with before, and hugs her because her brother just died and everything. So he ends up comforting her, and she almost in the Telltale games, like he acknowledged that, or she acknowledges that, or she will remember that. She like hugged him, and she acknowledges that this guy actually cares. And it's a good thing. Nick's having a good just skills and not making a move or anything, but of course it's nice that he's comforting this woman. Madison and all the other survivors are leading the zombies to the pier. Madison is the only one left up there. She ends up jumping off the high pier, landing in the water, and then a lot of the walkers start falling in the ocean. She ends up getting on the boat. They go back to shore, and at the end, Nick gets his own place in his community that he's in. He ends up getting his own little trailer and everything. He's like, no, I don't need this, but he's like, please, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Where you're staying at, I need it for something else. Someone else needs it. So Nick gets his own place, and at the end of the day, the girl ends up coming by, and they have a little talk, just a little bonding, and at the end, Strand ends up killing the guy's wife. So at the end, this guy, last week's episode, in the beginning, there was a wedding going on, and then the dad bit the daughter's cheek off, which she was getting married. That means that the husband that was going to get married to the girl kept his wife alive the entire time, like the zombie. So she is in the room, and Strand does this whole dialogue and everything, like, I know it's hard, I've been there before, if you can't do it, let me do it, let me put her out of her misery. So Strand ends up going in and killing the wife. Now on to the pros and cons. Now this week was a slow episode, and honestly, my favorite storyline out of Fear the Walking Dead right now is Travis and Chris. Last week's cliffhanger with Chris killing the owner of that land that they were on in the barn was pretty big, and I want to see what Travis' reaction is after that. Does he end up leaving? Does he end up going his own way? Sure, they could dedicate a whole episode to that, but I would just love to have seen a snippet of what's going on with Travis and Chris. You know, the high moments for me this episode, the big action scenes were, of course, and the walkers looked beautiful as always. The cinematography at the beach was awesome. But the Strand and Madison at the bar and them killing the walkers, and how horrible, not horrible as in horrible, but how just ew, when she cut open the walker with the alcohol, the tequila bottle, she freaking stabs him multiple times, prison shank style, prison break and all that, gets the guts out and does all that. It looked like barbecue on her, man, barbecue sauce all up on her. But those are the big moments, her and at the bar with Strand, kicking ass with the walkers, and as well her jumping off the pier. Those were only the huge moments of the episode really that really got me going. Nick's, it didn't have a big impact episode on. He was supposed to do the pills, and I guess he ended up delivering the pills. They never actually showed him going and doing the pills because he ended up hugging the girl, and you know, she lost her brother and everything, so they end up showing that. I don't care for Alicia that much. I think I've made that clear over the past few weeks. I don't care for Alicia. There were just those slow moments there in between with her and Elena. And of course, Nick making the pills, that was a really cool scene. He's like, where's the hammer? Where's this? Where's that? Bob the Builder, man, like he was building everything, you know, almost like a cocaine, like a line of cocaine. I'm like, ooh, a little thirsty there. He ends up putting it in there in the tube, and he does a hammer, and I'm like, damn, like he knows this stuff, man, like the science of it and everything. He seems very, very, very smart. So that was really cool how he did that, and it just shows you he's skillful as in going to other gang territories. Maybe not negotiating. I mean, maybe he's okay at negotiating, I guess. He's good at a lot of things. He's really helping the community out little by little. He's good with kids, too, in the football game. So even though I don't like Nick's hair, and it pisses me off with that, Nick is still a really fun character. I only have a few problems with the episode. Of course, there are a lot of slow scenes. It's more of a filler episode. Where's Ofelia? I want to know where Ofelia is. You guys were just like, oh, Ofelia split. Okay. Hey, about that pier, let's go talk to the other survivors. Yeah, let's not worry about Ofelia. Daniel would be totally pissed at you guys. You're supposed to be taking care of her. I don't think he said like take care of her, but I mean like you would think Daniel would want you guys to take care of her. Again, Travis and Chris, where are they? Also, Pablo died. I didn't know Pablo. I don't care for Pablo. A lot of people die in this world, so just because it's her brother doesn't mean like it brought it down a little bit how depressing it was. You know, oh, my brother died, and he comforted her, which was a good scene and everything, but still, it just brought it just slowed down. That moment, it just slowed down a lot. Overall, it's a filler episode. I would have loved to have seen Travis and Chris more than some Nick scenes, or even more of Alicia scenes and all that, or even seen where Ofelia is. I would have loved to have seen more of that. But don't get me wrong, there definitely were some good scenes in here. I'm going to give Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 11, titled Pablo and Jessica, a B-. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. You can share this review with your friends. You can also hit that subscribe button for more awesome Fear the Walking Dead reviews. I'll see you next week for more. As well, in the description down below, like I said, my reaction video for this episode is in the description down below. Definitely, if you have the time, feel free to check it out. Thanks again. The road to 500 has begun. Join the Big D Nation. Let's make it happen. Till next time, bye-bye.